Hi guys, I'm John from Body Clock Personal Training in Nottingham and StoreforceFitness.com. Today I want to talk to you about how you can reduce the amount of time you spend on exercise. A lot of people have this misconception that they need to be doing long sessions like 45 minutes, an hour, some people even in the gym for an hour and a half. Eventually they realise they haven't got time to be doing it, and then they stop exercising because they think there's no other way. If they can't be there for an hour and a half, they can't do it. I'll tell you why you think you haven't got time to exercise. It's because a lot of people spend their time in the gym, doing things like this. So they'll do a set of a very small exercise, light weights, but absolutely nothing out of it. Then they're having a 2-minute rest. Oh, yeah, look, my mate's text. It's another 2 minutes texting. If you're on the exercise bike, you're doing very slow, boring cardio while you're reading your magazine, whatever it might be. You know, you're just wasting time. So what I'm going to do today is show you what you can do to reduce the amount of time you're exercising for, and importantly, double, even triple, even more. You know, get a hell of a lot more out of what you're doing and get maximum results in minimum time. I've spent a lot of time studying the work of a trainer called Dax Moy, who works in London. Absolutely excellent trainer, excellent guy. He talks about a strategy called eyes, throat and groin. What he means by this is when you think about, for instance, fighters, if they're constantly trying to hit their opponent in the arm, hit them in the leg, they might do a little bit of damage, but they're not going to get the result they're looking for. If they go for the eyes, the throat or the groin, if they get a good shot in, bang, they've got their result a lot quicker. Now, what we need to look at is how you can apply that kind of theory in the gym. Now, I don't suggest you go around hitting people in the eyes, the throat or the groin. What we're looking at is actual methods you can use to, like I say, get maximum results in minimum time. So the first thing you want to be looking at is supersets, okay? Rather than saying, right, I'm going to do a set of squats and then I'm going to rest for 2 minutes, then I'll do another set of squats and then rest for 2 minutes, and do that 2 or 3 times, then do the same with bench press, or even worse, you might be doing it, with your bicep curls or your tricep extensions. What we need to be thinking about is supersets, okay? So for instance, I'm going to use a kettlebell as an example, but this applies to body weight, barbells, dumbbells, anything. What we could do is say, we'll do a set of squats. However many reps you're going to do, so we'll do a set of squats. As soon as we've done that, we're going to use a different muscle group, so our legs and bum are getting a rest. We might do rows with it. Okay, as soon as you've done the rows, you might have a little bit of a rest, but then you're going to go back onto the squats, back onto the rows, so you keep moving. And then you might go on to, say, doing swings. Or if you're not using a kettlebell, you might just do deadlifts. Once you've done that exercise, we're going to go straight into a different exercise using the chest and the arms. And we're going to do push-ups. Now you can do 3 or 4 supersets like that in 10-15 minutes, and you might do, what I'm going to move on to in a second is cardio intervals. You might then do 10-15 minutes of intervals, and you're done in half an hour. Okay, in terms of intervals, what you want to be thinking about, two particular ways I like doing it. One is what I call lightning intervals, where you're working really, really hard for 1 minute, and then you're going to rest for 2 minutes, then go again. The key to this is you've got to work as hard as you can for a minute, and then it's a recovery during the 2 minutes. Now, recovery doesn't necessarily mean you're going to rest completely. It might just be, say if you're doing it on the treadmill, you're going to run hard for a minute, and then you're going to walk for 2 minutes. So you're not completely resting, you're just giving your body a chance to recover so you can go hard again. Another way to do it is what we call Tabata intervals. I've already done a video on this, which you can go and find in a second. However, just to give you a quick idea, what you want to do is work for 20 seconds as hard as you can, and then rest for 10 seconds, and repeat it 8 times. Now that's only going to take 4 minutes. And again, you can do that on the rower, you could do it with burpees, you could do it with sprints if you're outside. I suggest don't try and do it on the treadmill because it just takes too long to get the speed up and down. If you're just using those supersets and some quick intervals at the end, you're done in half an hour. Another great way where you can actually combine your strength work and your cardio work into one is to do what we call complexes. Now this can be done with body weight, dumbbells, kettlebells, anything. Again, I'll show you with the kettlebell. So here we're going to do a few swings. I'm not going to do a full complex, just do 4 or 5 of each. Once we've done that, we're going to go into some squats. So we'll do a few squats, and then we're going to do overhead work, and then we'll do some rows, And you can see there I'm moving fluidly from one exercise to the next. A round like that will take about a minute, depending how many reps and how many different exercises you do. Have a rest for a minute, repeat that 5 or 6 times, and it's really, really difficult on your heart rate, as well as doing your strength training. Like I said, you might also use that with body weights. You might do 6 lunges on each side, then do 6 squats, then do 6 press-ups, or whatever you want to do. Again, we're looking at how we can do as much as possible in as little time as possible.